Welcome to the literal Den of Desire, with the Den of Desire. You know, a lot of words have been used to describe us. Most commonly, I would say, is charitable. And as we move into Pride Month, we want to do a little charity ourselves.
And so, we are giving away the opportunity of a lifetime. In this bowl here, we have the names of 880's most raggedy, pathetic, insignificant little bugs. Participants have been decided by popular vote.
Me.
And today's lucky winner is...
Marco, did you forget to write the names on the paper?
I forgot, okay?
Get it together. Get it together. Get the names written down. Because of this little mishap, I'll just decide. So, Salem? Is that your name? Salem?
Salmonella, I'll be seeing you in the ring later.
Just take this.
Okay, I'll grab a pen. I'll run to Rite Aid. Shit, the clothes.
As the new champion amateur wrestler Reese defends against the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young. With the winner moving on to this weekend's Hyper Championship Wrestling event in Dunnville, Ontario. It is going to be a fantastic night of action. Who's ready for it? Who's excited? Your opening contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the 880 Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers, being accompanied to the ring by the Black Sheep, Nick Wilde. First, fighting out of Asgard, this is the Viking Rover, Gunnar Bergman. His partner, fighting out of Amarillo, Texas, this is the Scumdog, DBeat Cooper. Together, they represent the Dead Hand Society.
starting out with an 880 Tag Team Championship on this edition of Thursday Night Fights. To my right, Pittsburgh's favorite jagoff, Austin Carnes. I am Toddy Tondera. Austin, how you feeling this evening?
I am feeling great, Toddy. It is so great to be with you, and unfortunately we are starting off with the Dead Hand Society, but at least we got the tag team titles on the line.
And their opponents.
Oh, yeah.
Making their way to the ring, fighting out of the CCAC Auxiliary Gymnasium. Wearing number 17, this is the Muscle, Micky Morris. His partner, wearing number 1 and standing at 6'7", Swayze. They are the new, current, reigning and defending under fraternity rules, 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Department of Jocks.
What an awesome night it was for 880 Wrestling's crashing out, and in the main event, we saw tornado tag action between the then champion Psychedelic Dreams. But unfortunately for the Dreams, they were in another galaxy that evening because Department of Jocks were our new tag team champions. And Austin, of course, with fraternity rules, if you are pledged into the Department of Jocks, you could defend those championship titles, which is why we see the man with emotion with the title tonight.
I love that title he's holding, too. It has like a little bit of a cup on it, too. I like what I see. And what a moment it was for DOJ winning those 880 Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, what a bloody brawl that was. Make sure you check out Crashing Out if you didn't have the opportunity to do it. Our senior official, George Ross, is in there, who's been a part of JCW's Lunacy on Thursdays as of recent. But I think, as you pointed out, Austin, there's a bit of a different championship title in the ring right now.
I mean, there's only 2 tag team titles, so we got to have a third one for Micky Morris.
Yeah, it's been a long time since George Ross was holding up a solo cup, but be that as it may. Tag team championships are on the line, and also at Crashing Out, we had a big tag team battle royal to crown the #1 contenders, and that was won by Big Gunnar Bergman and DBeat Cooper of the Dead Hand Society. In Austin tonight, this is the biggest match in 880 Wrestling for Gunnar and for DBeat.
Absolutely. I mean, they get a tag team title opportunity just a week after being on the outside for Anti-Hero, where they were taking on one of the best tag teams in Pittsburgh, that of course being the Runway. So very big opportunity, learning 1 week from Anti-Hero, now getting an opportunity this week against the Department of Jocks.
I think big is the key word. Of course, if this was a strength competition, the Viking Rover Gunnar Bergman might have Dev Swayze on the rope-a-dopes, but yeah, I guess Dev Swayze, from what I heard from Eamon, not only is he's 6'7", but there's rumors of maybe Dev Swayze actually not being 6'7", but 6'8".
But 6'8" now. You know, we might have to look at that, actually. This is breaking news.
Yeah, of course, here at 880 Wrestling, we do have replays, so maybe we could size him up a little bit later. But right now, Gunnar Bergman attempting a big shoulder tackle off of Dev Swayze, but Dev holding his ground. Well,
it's going to take a lot more to take down the big man.
You know, some say you don't want to poke the bear, but in this case, you don't want to spear the Viking.
Look at Dev standing right up to Gunnar Bergman.
I think with this championship opportunity they had against Psychedelic Dreams, that what they had planned this whole time, they've had so many matches with Psychedelic Dreams, were unable to take away those tag team championships, but they have a new sense of confidence about them, but that confidence was just taken down a notch or two, I would say.
Yeah, and Dev was holding his own for a minute there with Gunnar Bergman. I love the confidence that we're starting to see now that he is a tag team champion, but it's going to take a whole hell of a lot more to take down Gunnar.
Oh, big leapfrog.
Look at the athleticism.
Big drop kick there. And Dev Swayze is fitting into that 6'8" role. I mean, he was taking some shoulder tackles from Gunnar, who's our biggest warrior maybe in the locker room and wasn't even being knocked down.
Not showing any signs of pain either, possibly strength. Can he really do this? Oh.
Curiosity may have killed the cat, but confidence may have killed the jock. He wasn't going to pick up big, Gunnar Bergman. But here comes the man with the motion, the muscle Micky Morris, in there with the scum dog of Amarillo.
Yeah, I heard DBeat Cooper has a new tent set up outside.
Yeah, that's why we've seen DBeat in recent weeks. I saw that. I saw the double door with the double zipper on the other side.
You have like a little lamp in there too. It's
yeah, right. And that little fire pit that he's had has been, I mean, I've heard some good rumors about that fire pit.
I bet he has a good barbecue down there.
Yeah. But unfortunately, because of who he is, we can't get near him, but we like what he got set out here in the warehouse.
Oh, okay, Micky.
I mean, what an opportunity for Micky to be pledged into the Department of Jocks means that by fraternity role, he is also a champion here.
1 week ago, obviously getting that jersey, becoming number 17 for the Department of Jocks. Now representing the tag team champions. I mean, Micky Morris has honestly had one of the best months here in recent time.
Of course, Austin, you were part of that big conga line.
It was a lot of fun until all hell broke loose.
But Micky Morris, for the years of maybe inexperience that DB Cooper may have over Micky Morris has always come into 880 Wrestling with a confidence about him. And Micky Morris, from when he started to where he is now, he's a champ.
From a pledge to a champ, what a road it's been for the muscle Micky Morris.
And let's not forget their leader, Nick's Wilde, on the outside.
Now, I wonder how Nick's Wilde is holding up after that hardcore championship match they had a face in.
Of course, Casey wore Nick's Wilde, battled on, crashing out, one for the ages. But gold is something that the Dead Hand Society knows that they need to recapture here at 880 Wrestling.
Oh, well, you mentioned Nick's Wilde, and here we go, already getting involved.
Come on now.
I mean, Deb sees it, we see it, but their official doesn't see it.
Micky laid out. That was wise of the DHS to keep Micky separated from Dev Swayze, and no person's laying over in the corner. And now the referee could see this.
Yeah, doing it right in front of Dev too, just mocking him.
You know, a big clash of styles in our opening contest too. It almost reminds me of high school lunch tables. You got the jocks and you got the outcasts.
Yeah, 2 count there.
You mentioned before, Austin, Anti-Hero being one of the most successful independent tag teams around today. I mean, I'm sure being in the Dead Hand Society, these two learned a lot from Anti-Hero.
Absolutely. I mean, learning a lot from Anti-Hero, plus having Nick's Wilde directing traffic out here. I mean, Dead Hand Society is in good numbers right now. And if they can get a win over the Jocks tonight, I mean, they're champions. They're adding gold to the Dead Hand Society.
And that's exactly what Nick's Wilde wants, as they clap along. But we did see it crashing out. And we never thought we'd see him again. The eraser Remy LeVay, we thought was cast aside by the Dead Hand Society. We thought was thrown out of the Dead Hand Society. We even thought the career, oh come on now, the career of Remy LeVay was over. Now will Remy make his presence known tonight? We don't know. We haven't seen or talked to Remy since then.
Yeah, you should have saw Nick's Wilde. They looked like they saw a ghost when Remy LeVay made his appearance last week. Oh gosh, but Big Gunnar Bergman.
And Big Bad Gunnar really lays it in, especially with championship opportunity.
Oh my goodness! He really sent Micky Morris through the ring.
And that war paint you see the Gunnar Bergman adorns on his face. It's not really known exactly what it means, but he does says that it does represent his heritage. I don't know if you've seen the clubhouse of the Dead Hand Society, but it's filled with all kind of tools and weapons that Big Gunnar Bergman has brought to their clubhouse, with their battle axes, all kinds of medieval stuff.
So the last place you want to end up after a Thursday night show. Gotcha.
Well, that almost happened to our colleague, Paul Michaels. I mean, Paul Michaels owed Gunnar Bergman, I guess Gunnar Bergman thought even more than what Paul gave him. But unfortunately for the professional, that his debts were paid.
Yeah, unfortunately for us. Oh, God.
Suplex. There's the scum dog of Amarillo. Comes from Texas, brings a different style to the Dead Hand Society, and that's what's so dangerous about DHS. They're from all parts of the globe, and it's sort of like a melting pot that they have of mutants.
Yeah, there's one word synonymous with the Dead Hand Society, and that is pain. Yeah. They want to inflict as much pain on their opponents as they can, and that's exactly what they're doing to Morris.
And just as you said, you see how quick Gunnar made his next move. And the Dead Hand Society, they're well aware of the uprising that DOJ has had in recent months here at 880 Wrestling. They're well aware that the audience has accepted the Department of Jocks, and right now, Micky Morris, big elbow to the teeth.
Dropping Gunnar. And this could be Micky Morris' moment to finally make a tag to Dev Swayze, who is just eager to get in this match.
Finding each other. Oh my goodness!
What a slam from Morris. Okay.
And on the replay here, Sidekick Media Services has brought this big elbow for Micky Morris there. That wasn't quite Lex Luger and Yokozuna on a boat, but right now Micky Morris attempting to get that tag.
He's crawling, he wants it, and he got it.
And here comes the scum dog of Amarillo.
Dev Swayze, easily the freshest competitor in the match, taking it to both Gunnar and DBeat.
You know, he's feeling himself. He's working bigger.
Let's go, Dev. Oh, big running uppercuts. One for Gunnar, one for DBeat.
Stack him up. Picture perfect from Dev Swayze, a big boot.
Dev Swayze is on fire right now. He has DBeat Cooper up.
It's almost like a reverse atomic drop. And there's that big boot again. Cover.
Oh, this may do it.
Two count. Well, a lot of the times the Department of Jocks finish off their opponents with that very lethal T-pop drop.
Well, right now they're going to have to deal with Nick's Wilde, who's back up on the apron again. Get him down, George.
Get him out of here. I mean, we saw Gunnar get tossed and crashing out. Let's get rid of Nick's here.
Oh, do you see what I see, Toddy? A steel chair has been sent into the ring by Gunnar. George is still distracted. DBeat's beating the hell out of Micky. George, what the hell? Turn around.
What a rascal nature DBeat Cooper has. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
He just bopped a Viking. So much for your luck, Dead Hand Society. But wait a second, here we got Johnny Demise out here. Schoolboy roll up in the ring. They're not going to need the T-pop drop. It's over.
Here are your winners, and still 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Department of Jocks.
In Austin, they often say that the first title defense is the hardest to accomplish. Getting over that hurdle, when it's not a marathon, it's simply a race. It's Department of Jocks. Brought to you by Sidekick Media Services. That's a huge weight off their chest. The first step of any champion is making sure your championship is defended here at 880 Wrestling.
And that's exactly what the Department of Jocks did. Dev Swayze and Micky Morris should be proud of themselves. They had one of the toughest challenges to date in only their first title defense, that of course being Dead Hand Society. But they overcame that obstacle. I am so proud of both Dev and Micky. What a hell of a win.
High fives all around.
You know what this means though, Toddy, right? DOJ on top. That's what that means.
This next match is a Den of Desire Green Lottery match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the TNF Championship.
Well, it sounds like the monster is out of her cage.
Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of which city? She is the funeral feline. This is Salem Grace.
Straight from the pet cemetery, Salem Grace making her presence known. And in the opening video package, you saw the Den of Desire. They said they're going to offer charity work to 880 wrestling superstars, the up-and-comers, the more green individuals. So Salem Grace was chosen for the TNF title shot this evening.
And her opponent.
I mean, chosen is one way to put it.
Making his way to the ring, fighting out of the Den of Desire. He is the current reigning and defending TNF Champion. This is borderline indecent, Marco Narciso.
In Austin, we've had champions here at 880 Wrestling, but Marco Narciso is our first champion.
Champion indeed, and certainly has work cut out for him tonight. I mean, Salem Grace did take Liberty L to the limits last week on Thursday Night Fight, so it's not like Marco's going up against a nobody here. I don't exactly know if I fully agree with the way him and Honey Darling was selecting his opponents. It didn't seem like any of those papers even had a name on it.
Well, some do as they please, including borderline indecent. Yeah, first, this is the second of 3 title matches this evening. In our main event, the brand new hybrid championship wrestling title holder Reese Hayes will be defending against the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young. And wait a sec, I did say this is the second of 3 title matches, but
I mean, is Marco really going to retreat after this? I mean, you and Honey Darling are the ones that literally selected Salem Grace.
well, technically it was Honey and Marco agreed, but nevertheless, it was selected. This was the selected opponent for the champion. Maybe she scares Marco a little bit.
Inflicting fear.
Big snap suplex from Salem Grace. Now, as we know, the history of Marco Narciso and Enjoy's first tag team, The Runway, Tyler Klein and Salem Grace actually have similar upbringings. They both trained at Battle Club Pro. So maybe Salem Grace saw that package and, sent a text or two.
The word certainly does get around quick around here, especially when you have those connections. And I mean, that could be one way Salem Grace did get this opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, the history between the Runway and Marco is well documented, but the Runway, they've always been the kryptonite to Narciso. So maybe Salem Grace could take a bite out of that, but right now the only thing she's taking a bite out of are these big forearm shivers in the corner.
Oh, we've seen that a time or two from Marco Narciso. It's always been effective. Now using those long legs to his advantage.
Of course, coming up here, right here at the warehouse. Jack Pollock, unfortunately a great friend of ours, was in needing of a hip, and Marco Narciso, if Marco is able to hold that TNF championship until the 14th of June, he's got Andrew Palace.
What a character. Love Andrew Palace.
Oh, fisherman suplex bridging out.
I mean, that right there could even just be more to add to the resume of Marco Narciso. I mean, Marco's already had so many great matches over the last few months, especially since being the TNF champion. This could very well be one as well if he gets the win here against Salem.
Yeah, big win and crashing out over Christian Robinson, who is just rising as an independent wrestling star. And Marco, big pump kick to Salem Grace. Oh, sexy cover. Two count.
Oh, Marco's getting pissed.
Oh, you said it, Austin. You can tell. You've seen enough of Marco that you know when he's had enough. And I'll tell you what, the temperature rises quick with that one.
Starting to get a little spicy in there now, and uh-oh. Seen Marco set this up before as well.
With a screech, here comes a full package. Oh, goodness. Not many come back from that, but keeping it locked in. Those dominant legs of Narciso's around the neck of Grace. Oh, I thought he was going to do a second full package.
Yeah, but I respect Marco keeping pressure, applying a headlock, but Salem Grace with a big scratch to the back. Good God.
Wait a second. Just a 2 count. You know, the Cat's first line of defense is those claws. She's torn apart quite a few up in the New York area. Oh, big boot. Oh, what's this? Oh, it may be a Thursday, but Marco is hung over.
Goodness. Salem Grace probably has no clue where they're at.
Oh, oh my goodness! Well, first came the claws, next came the teeth. She's more than just a pretty kitty out here on Thursday Night Fights.
Yeah, and Marco is stunned, and Salem Grace looking to take flight, but Marco.
The power of Narciso. You know, it's such an underrated part of him, is how strong he really is. Oh, drop down, flat out, just a 2 count. Salem's still in this.
Yeah, match going to continue on. Salem Grace had to dig deep to try and kick out of that one. Grace is still in this.
Looking for that death-a-dill.
Wait a minute.
Schoolgirl roll-up.
Oh, goodness.
Well, hey, I think Salem overheard us. She knows the strength is in Marco's legs. And look at that. It's crumpled up like an Annie Ann pretzel there. And you could hear Marco just squeal.
Marco's freaking in agony. Found the rope just in time, though.
Wait a second here.
What the hell, Marco? Pleading with our official right now? Oh!
Wait, I don't think... Oh, he lost his glasses. He didn't see it.
No wonder, Marco.
Oh, my goodness.
It was all part of the plan.
Blind is a bad death-a-dill, too. And the champion's reign continues.
Here is your winner, and still TNF champion, Marco Narciso.
Well, so much for the charity work that the Den of Desire has putting into 880 Wrestling. And as you see on the replay, brought to you by Sidekick Media Services, laid out Salem Grace. But I'll tell you what, a loss to Marco and a loss to Liberty, I mean, that competition at 880 Wrestling, there's not many better than those two. And Salem Grace, I mean, she pulled out all the stops with her teeth and her claws, and the feline will live to see another day. Quite impressive from Salem Grace.
Salem Grace took the champion to his limits, but in the end, Marco Narciso going to retain that title. I mean, the question's going to have to start being asked now is who is going to take this away from Marco Narciso, and what more can we see of this charity work? That's what I'm confused. We'll see. Party time.
You can help it.
Folks, I want to know how many of you were here last Friday for Crashing Out right here at the warehouse? What a night that was. And for those that weren't here, if you just want to check it out again, the replay is on IndyWrestling.us and on YouTube. Be sure to go check that out and subscribe, because then you get Thursday Night Fights each and every Thursday for free. It is a great way to support 880 Wrestling, support independent wrestling, and yeah, just contribute to everything that we got going on over here in Allentown at the warehouse. This next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Centurion Hall. This is the Playboy, Elijah Long.
Well, some unlikely bedfellows making his return to 880 Wrestling. Someone we haven't seen in quite some time. Representing the Brotherhood is Mike Bronner. I think Elijah Love may have went back to the drawing board after that big lumberjack match didn't go his way at Crashing Out.
Whoa!
These goofballs.
Put that microphone down! Shut up! Listen up! I've got something to say!
What the hell are they wearing?
3 weeks ago, right here on Thursday Night Fights, Gianni Michael Emricko got himself suspended for unprofessional behavior. I know, and Leaders by Example would like to extend an apology to all of you. His behavior wasn't befitting a leader by example, and I hope he's learned his lesson, because tonight, Gianni doesn't just have a tag match, he gets to team with the generational prospect, the best unpaid intern in all of Pittsburgh, Mitch. And Gianni, there's one thing, and only one thing you need to do tonight. You win. You're in Leaders to win, so win. Making his way to the ring, he is the generational prospect. He is better looking, more talented, and cooler than every one of you losers. He's Mitch.
Me?
Here is Mitch. Now, Mitch is technically 2-0 at 880 Wrestling, and Mitch is, I believe, now their generational prospect, somebody that looks up to his leader, Mr. King.
Well, I will say Mitch has been on a roll, as you can kind of put it. He has the wins under his belt. But I mean, he's had...
Give it up for Mitch.
I was talking, John. He has less than 3 wins now, Tom. Come on. What?
We're trying our best,
All right,
Clayton.
cut that music.
I'm being
And
honest.
his tag team partner, Gianni. No music. Come on. Come on.
Of course, Leaders by Example own the rights to Gianni Michael Emricko.
call himself Italian. He likes to call himself a strongman. He's that guy.
Oh, what a wonderful introduction. Some guy named John. Over the recent weeks here, the copyrights to all of Gianni's being is owned by Leaders by Example. That's the music, that's the robes, that's even his gear. His whole likeness is owned by LBE. So this is what we're going to have to do here. We're going to have to say that Mitch is the generational prospect when he's tagging with a former two-time 880 champion in Gianni.
I'm still at a loss for words for this entire thing that's going on in Leaders by Example. I mean, Gianni Michael Emricko's a former champion now. He has to deal with this? Mitch?
Well, obviously here, the audience is the warehouse, knows of the accolades and credentials that GME brings to the squared circle. You know, not only has he been successful here in 880 wrestling, but all over the Pittsburgh area. And now he has to work from underneath again?
He's going to have a tough task at hand as well. I mean, Elijah Love kind of needs a big win here after what happened in that lumberjack match. So Elijah Love not going to take too kindly to Gianni Michael Emricko or Mitch.
Yeah, but that's a great point, Austin, with that rubber match between Blizzy Blake and Elijah Love. Elijah Love came up a little bit short, so you got to think he's extra sassy tonight, but right now he's been carried around by this strong man. Down.
Big sidewalk slam there from GME.
What if you were tagging with Mitch?
Me?
Yes.
I wouldn't. Oh, and Elijah Love just ran into Mitch.
Well, GME was threatened by some guy named John, said if you are a leader, that means you win. So does that mean if Gianni doesn't win, we won't see him again? He'll be suspended?
I mean, I guess so. Some guy named John already suspended GME at one point in time. I mean, who knows what kind of power they even have within the Leaders by Example.
Well, the power is in the muscles of a strong man is where the power is in LBE. We know that.
Yeah, thankfully our amazing fans here as well are still supporting Gianni Michael Emricko during this as well, knowing that GME doesn't want to be down this low with Mitch in the Leaders by Example, but he's forced to.
And our colleague, the professional Paul Michaels, calls Mitch in the top 3 of Leaders by Example. Could you believe that?
I'm surprised that he went that high in the ranking.
And here comes Big Mike Bronner.
Now, this is a guy that I want to see slam Mitch.
Yeah,
this is a guy right here.
He's been vicious over the years. You know, whether it be with the Brotherhood or in singles action, he himself has held gold in the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah, looks like they found a weak spot on the Italian strongman as well. Targeting that left leg of GME.
Well, that's special thanks to Centurion Hall.
Now, wait a minute. Is Mitch pulling the rope away from GME?
How is that conducive to what you're trying to accomplish here, Mitch?
I mean, if Mitch wants to have a perfect record, you're going to want to help GME in this match, not hurt him.
Well, that perfect record of Mitch is come into question because if you remember, there was a tag team battle royal that Mitch was in, but I am being told here that Mitch was not officially in that, so that can't count as a loss. He eliminated himself. Well, I should speak a little better than that. He left the match before the altercation even began when John got thrown out. So due to technicality, Mitch was not even in that match.
Technicality? I mean, doesn't cage match say that's a loss? It was a tag team battle royal. Some guy named John was eliminated. They're both eliminated.
Well, on the cage match, you can't click Mitch as a link. So it could be any Mitch is what I'm hearing from Leaders by Example.
I guess so.
Apparently there's been many. But Mitch is their favorite unpaid intern. But Bronner in the corner now working collectively with Centurion Hall.
Yeah, just stretching out Gianni Michael Emricko while Elijah Love is, I guess, politicking with our official.
It's one way to say it. Sometimes I think Lefty, we call him Lefty because he could only see out of one of his eyes.
Well, it showed right there.
And Mike Bronner in recent months has tried to recover from what he calls a mental collapse. He's a rising star once again and wants to prove his point this Thursday. Now, again, Elijah and Bronner, they may not be on the same page, but here at 880 Wrestling, it is always a fight club. Oh, big double stomp there. And so Mike Bronner agreed to be the partner of Elijah Love. Oh, 2 count. This one's going to continue.
Yeah, we've seen Elijah Love find success with other tag team partners as well, so it's not out of the ordinary for Elijah Love to work with someone new here. Could very well help Mike Bronner just as much. Oh, gosh. Them legs are locked.
Oh, almost like a variation of a figure 4. The weight of Elijah Love smashing that knee, that leg of Gianni.
Yeah, and I would say that Gianni needs to try and get to the ropes or make a tag, but damn, Mitch is just standing on the outside. He's not even on the apron.
Yeah, that leg caught between a rock and the hard place. Trying for a rake of the eyes, but GME is still down. I think Mitch doesn't want GME around. That 3rd place spot in LBE is forever in danger if GME is still around. And I guess he just doesn't want to be a part of the action, as you said, Austin. He's not even on the apron. This is essentially a handicap match, is what we're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well call Mitch the cheerleader in this match rather than Mitch the intern. But Gianni Michael Emricko is starting to feel it now.
Well, if LBE had any cheerleaders, they'd be unpaid as well. There's some fire in the Italian strongman.
Lining up his target is GME. Uh-oh.
What? Wait, bougiest moonsault ever.
My goodness.
Misdirected thanks to Gianni Michael Emricko. Some miscommunication in that brand new tag team. Big power slam.
And GME might get the job done, but wait a minute.
Wait a sec.
Mitch, oh, come on, again?
Wait, this can't be. Wait a second. It is. Mitch is 3-0.
Here are your winners, Gianni Michael Emricko and Mitch, leaders by example.
Still undefeated under the tutelage of some guy named John and Mr. King. Mitch with another victory?
Mitch did absolutely nothing this entire match and is going to reap the benefits of Gianni Michael Emricko and get his 3rd win. Technically 3-1, but be that as it may, I guess.
This win is all thanks to Gianni. That was a handicap match that Gianni won, and Mitch just picked up the scraps.
Oh, Gianni signaling the... I mean, I wouldn't shake his hand if I was Gianni.
Well, with the threat of another suspension looming,
poor Gianni. Seriously, poor Gianni. Oh, yeah. You done screwed up, Mitch.
the 2-time 880 champion. His fists might do the talking here.
Wait a minute.
Choke slam!
Down goes the intern.
Well, they may not pay him, but they're going to have to pay somebody to get him off the mat. He looks like a pancake in there. But that makes things quite interesting. They were threatened to suspend Gianni if they lost the match, which they did not.
Well, Gianni Michael Emricko still did get that win, but poor Mitch is being carried out of here by some guy named John and Clayton King. They're knocking garbage down left and right.
Come on now.
Get Mitch out of here.
Red Rover, can Mitch come over? Well,
this next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the team of the Alpha of Appalachia, Clayton King, and he's sometimes called a gentrifier, but tonight he is simply your favorite wrestler, some guy named John. They are leaders by example.
well, when duty calls, you must listen. And scraping Mitch off the mat was abandoned because we got tag team action.
Mitch is just laying in front of us. He might... Wake up, Mitch!
Anybody has like a paper fan or something? Maybe we have any bottles of water
And
here?
their opponents.
Well, it's so dark in here, they're not going to see him on the ground.
Making their way to the ring, they're the team of fighting out of where the wild things are. The Appalachian Cryptid, the Bearcat, Keith Haught, and their partner, fighting the Kush Clouds of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is the Shamanist Smoke, the Cannabis Casanova, Blizzy Blade.
Well, the Shaman of Smoke took a toke over the seemingly lifeless body of Mitch the intern, and I think Gianni is going to join us.
I mean, from a distance, sure, Gianni, Michael, Emricko got first row seats, I guess. Propping the feet up on Mitch the intern. This is a beautiful sight. This is a beautiful sight.
Hey, it's no longer Memorial Day, but
I'm gonna get this framed and put it on my wall in my studio. This is amazing.
look at that, 2 leaders by example, just on the ground together, cuddling a little bit.
I don't even think John and Clayton care anymore now that their match is about to start.
Oh no, they never cared. They never cared. Look at these bozo shirts.
I mean, I don't mind Chug now, but like, them wearing it?
These two very familiar with one another. Blizzy Blake has put some guy named John in quite a few predicaments. Oh, warming him up.
Whoa! You see that?
I did see that.
The invisible smoke is everywhere.
Round and round we go. I mean, Blizzy is one of these audience's favorites here at the warehouse. I'll roll through, up and over. I'll cartwheel.
I mean, Blizzy is exactly showing why. One of the most athletic, one of the most insanely talented individuals that we have on the 880 roster. To take any competitor to their limits, as we just saw there with that flying crossbody.
And at the corner goes John. Oh. Big elbow. Up and over. And it appears so, at least in the early goings of this contest. Some guy named John cannot keep up with the Daytona's 500's highest flyer, Blizzy Blake.
Blizzy is on an absolute roll right now, taking it to some guy named John, not giving him any room for fresh air to go with a big chop across the chest.
And let's not forget that adrenaline rush that was crashing out, and Blizzy Blake finally defeating Elijah Love in a match that not only tipped the scales, but we had lumberjacks out here. So if Centurion Hall wanted to interfere, well, the Jackson Jills We're not here just for thrills, and here comes the Bearcat. And flying through the sky is Blizzy.
Some guy named John gets rocked. Cover.
2 count. Oh, look at that. As soon as there was a moment crawling away, and in comes Clayton King. Oh, we're calm.
I'll say it's pretty calm in here. It's been calm all night.
Uh-oh.
I mean, when Blizzy did it, he sent John out of the ring. Blake played for being a little off easy.
Well, if the pointing from the Bearcat are anything like their chops, they come in firing like a machine gun. Oh.
Was that supposed to be a cartwheel?
Well, that was something, I'll admit that, but not quite the cartwheel.
Show how it's done, Keith. That's how it's done. Oh! So close.
So much for those YouTube tutorials.
Shut up!
I always say don't get in a chop battle with Keith Haught. I think I'm going to have to start saying don't get in a cartwheel battle.
Just don't with Keith Haught,
Just
right?
don't.
Yeah. Big shoulder tackle. Well, so far this evening, I guess leaders by example with 1 win. Uh-oh.
Rapid fire chops across the chest.
Yeah, those bullets meeting their mark.
Oh. Loading it back up again. Poor Clayton King.
Yeah, the second magazine.
Yeah, someone's going to need to get Clayton King an ice pack after this one.
The second magazine of bullets here. Oh. Looking like James Ferrier.
Up goes King, and down he goes in that big power slam.
Oh. He thought, I think, was signaling for the Bearcat bumper. But this taking advantage of a situation, if that was a book, it would be written by leaders by example.
And it's no secret that I can't stand the leaders by example, but I will give them credit there. I mean, that's exactly what you want to do in a tag team match like this. You have Keith Haught taking full advantage of you. Take out Blizzy Blake, who's on the apron. Obviously the freshest competitor in this match. And this is the part that I don't respect it on some guy named John getting involved while George Ross is distracted.
Yes, if leaders by example was a shape, they always would be a circle simply because they always cut their corners.
The referee was out of position there, so Clayton King visibly getting upset. Tag it back in, some guy named John, who I've seen enough of this week on.
Elbow, yeah, of course. Cover, wait a second here. 2. Taking over the 2 Jagoffs podcast. I mean, I didn't want to bring it up, but since you did, what's the scoop on that?
Well, the scoop is that my co-host absolutely hates my guts and decided to get my arch rival to literally host a podcast that I've been doing for the last 3 years. But some guy named John came on, said that we were friends and we had a lot of history, which I don't ever recall that.
Yeah, I was kind of keep tabs with social media, of course, because I don't listen to it because I'm banned from that very podcast. And was looking for a Chug bump there. Chug, if you're watching at home, we wish you would have been bumping, not John.
Yeah, the one time I actually wanted to see a Chug bump was not from some guy named John. I can get behind this.
Yeah, everybody's getting bumped up for Chug these days.
Some guy named John asking for some assistance. The lift up, Keith Haught. They got all of it on the power slam.
We know John, big and strong. Leg drop. 2, just a 2 count there.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, Toddy. The tag team chemistry has always been there with the leaders by example as well. I mean, let's not forget, former 880 tag team champions in their own right obviously took our former champions, Psychedelic Dreams, to their limits. And I would honestly say that's what propelled Psychedelic Dreams to become such a prominent tag team when they were tag team champions, was because of the battles they had with John and Clayton.
Well, because of their cohesiveness, they look at themselves as a small business organization, which is why I guess they have unpaid interns now.
Yeah, Mitch isn't out here anymore. I wonder where he went.
Shake, rattle, and roll. A big elbow. Drops down King.
Yeah, but both Keith and Clayton are down right now. Blizzy Blake has just been fiending for a tag for the majority of this match.
Oh, that's a wrong corner, Mr. King.
Clayton trying to tag. That's one way to let Clayton know that you're not his partner.
Yeah, making sure he knows he's number one. In comes Blizzy, but here comes John. Full head of steam for Blake.
Taking on two leaders at once is Blizzy Blake. Ever so athletic as he delivers that big drop kick there.
His educated kicks. I think, oh, he was looking for the Gauntlet Buster. King pushes SG&J out of the way, which allows John to take advantage of the situation.
Clayton King takes the bullet for John, and John looking to try and put Blizzy away.
But there's that cohesiveness we talk about with LBE.
Yeah, John gets rocked with those elbows, now up on the shoulders. And that's a moment drop cover.
Just getting his arm in there is King to break up that 3 count. And all 4 are down. Blizzy's still the legal competitor. Oh, a drug-free drop by King.
Oh, but celebrating too soon is Clayton. Oh, no.
Haught using their assets to their advantage. Double arm DDT sneaking in there is SG&J.
Seen that move quite a few times, but Blizzy now hooking John.
Cover. And that's gonna wrap it up, baby.
Here are your winners, the team of Keith Haught and Blizzy Blake.
Well, not so lucky in this tag team opportunity for LBE this time. Blizzy Blake and Keith Haught effectively end LBE's night. And I'll tell you what, with some guy named John and Clayton King, they got to go back to the drawing board because the only W that LBE got tonight was due to Gianni Michael Emricko.
I would say Mitch probably took one of the biggest losses of the night.
Hey.
I was on your side. I was defending you for once. Fuck the leaders.
Well, the fan favorite here, Blizzy Blake, has people meeting him when he comes outside of the ring. Look at this party over here.
I'd rather go be a part of that party than whatever that was. Shout out to Keith Haught and Blizzy Blake, though. What a win.
Folks, before we continue on, we want to give some shout-outs and some thank yous to our crew here at 880 Wrestling that make Thursday night fights happen each and every Thursday. They are quintessential to our company, and we want to show them some love, so be sure to give them a big round of applause.
All scared me.
First of all, give it up for the folks over at Sidekick Media Services, Sword, and our amazing camera crew who broadcast us on IndyWrestling.live and on YouTube. They are fantastic. We also want to give a shout out over on sound to the biggest star in the warehouse. Give it up for Lane Alexander. Our lighting crew, Zane, Aaron, the entire Woods family do a fantastic job with our presentation each and every week. So big shout out to them for our lighting. We also want to shout out our commentary team for this evening. Give it up for the one and only professional Paul Michaels.
I don't know what you got here.
For Pittsburgh's favorite jagoff, none other than Austin Carnes. And last but not least, of course, the voice of 880 Wrestling. Give it up for Toddy Tondera!
Now I'm blind.
I also want to thank our referees for this evening, Tony Leo, Scotty Davidson, and George Ross, who will be calling the action all night long. I want to thank our sponsors for this evening. Give it up for La Spada Contracting and Landscaping, Arnold Glass and Vape, as well as Three Floyds Brewing. And if you want to be a sponsor for 880 Wrestling, send us an email at 880wrestling@gmail.com. Last but not least, my name is Eamon Payton. Thank you all so much for allowing me to host this evening. Now, are you ready for this one, folks? Because it's a big one. This match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the Hybrid Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
For our main event this evening, welcome to the broadcast table, the professional Paul Michaels.
And what do you make of this? Toddy Tondera is MV Young coming back to challenge for the very championship that he brought into the walls of the warehouse, the Hybrid Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championship that he lost just 6 days ago in a bit of a surprise matchup, open challenge.
Big surprise.
Against the new champion amateur wrestler Reese Hayes.
This is their true rubber match. These two folks, this will be their third match in a week's time. Of course, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes made his return at Crashing Out to answer MV Young's open challenge. Nobody expected to see Reese, including MV Young, and on that occasion, Reese Hayes bested the Hybrid champion, and he himself was crowned the champ at the end of that night.
Starting line, the green light flashes, the flags go up, churning and burning, bigger for the top. They definitely over and muscle go.
And here comes one of Canada's most prolific champions, defeating MV Young at Crashing Out. He was able to capture that championship, but just this past weekend, Reese Hayes won one-on-one with MV Young at Enjoy Wrestling's Pizza Olympics down there in Lawrenceville, and the championship, for some reason, was not on the line that afternoon, because if it was, MV would be holding that title.
What in the event that matchup tonight, I should say, is for that championship, and it is an opportunity for MV Young to regain a championship that he lost on Friday in somewhat controversial fashion, quite frankly.
Yes, more than somewhat. And of course, the winner goes to Canada this weekend.
Your referee for this contest, senior official George Ross. Introducing first, to my left, the challenger, fighting out of 829 Industry Street, aka the Warehouse, by way of the shop and 880 Dottie Block. He is Pittsburgh made, Pittsburgh paid, and internationally laid. He is the king of Pittsburgh, MV Young! And his opponent, to my right, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is the current reigning and defending Hybrid Heavyweight Champion. This is and the King of Canada.
Oh boy.
This is amateur wrestler Reese Hayes.
The King of Canada.
Has Reese Hayes ever been to Canada?
I mean, he never even had a Hybrid Championship sanctioned match until the Open Challenge last week.
Well, Toddy, he's one win away here tonight from having a big one. As we know, the winner of this matchup will defend the hybrid heavyweight championship against Shane Saber this Saturday up in Dunnville, Ontario, when Effie's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the winner goes to Canada. The winner is featured at Effie's in the middle of nowhere. And, I mean, I think we're past that. Good old Reese, you know, just being a chum.
One thing that Reese Hayes certainly does not have in this matchup that he had on Friday is the element of surprise.
Yeah.
MV Young has had this matchup circled on the calendar since losing the championship back at Crashing Out.
Well, that may be true, but something that MV Young may have not had at Crashing Out that he has this evening is that momentum shift at the Pizza Olympics. Pittsburgh Plunge, 1, 2, 3. The KOP beat Reese Hayes.
But to counterpoint your counterpoint to my counterpoint, Reese Hayes now walks into this matchup with the championship advantage. The championship cannot change hands on a disqualification or a countout. And Reese Hayes could very well lose the match and still retain the championship.
A counterpoint to your counterpoint, to your counterpoint to my counterpoint. I think George Ross, senior official, is going to swallow the whistle for this one. Breaking out that headlock and a headlock of his own, driving all that power, momentum. And these two know each other even more well than the back of their hand. Almost like a guillotine in the center of the ring. I think he was looking for that gator roll, but MV powering up. Of course, MV works that all Japan style, that rough and tumble mentality that he's instilled into his students. Caught him that time, gator roll over. Had that scouted. And are we looking for a plunge early? Oh, caught around the waist into that buckle. Oh, landed on the apron as the champ. Shot to the gut. Oh goodness. Landed on the outside. And through the ropes. I think his feet got stuck, which stunted his momentum. MV Young was able to capitalize with a big forearm shiver. Now, can MV Young be surprised? Maybe, by Reese Hayes. But that surprise is all over. There's no more celebrations. It's mano-a-mano for the Hybrid Heavyweight Championship. And the winner will be in the middle of nowhere on Saturday.
The action very firmly moving to the outside here, which no doubt favors the challenger. It's still very hard to get used to calling MV Young the challenger in a hybrid championship wrestling match, but that is indeed the case. Making the way over to the chairs here.
Ooh, big slap across the chest.
They might have heard that one in Dunnville.
That resets the count, but I think that downtime there, that momentum was able to shift, and Reese Hayes now on attack. You know, Reese Hayes has that knack for big matches. I mean, had an opportunity against Darius Carter for the Enjoy Championship. I had the pleasure to call that match with you a little bit earlier on this year. But that advantage that we talked about, MV Young outside the ring right now, Reese Hayes looking quite calculated.
Making a little bit of a liar out of me. And again, MV Young needing to continue to stay in the ring and break,
Canada.
And break that 10 count. As Reese about to fly here.
About to, that's correct. Caught up in the pass all the way. And if you saw that glance to the ceiling, MV Young was attempting to throw Reese to touch the ceiling there. Oh, big hollow shots to the back with those boots. Can the clock strike midnight twice for MV Young in a week's time? I have yet to see it. If anyone could push him to his limits quite like that, it is amateur wrestler.
These two know each other so well. It's truly a toss-up anytime they get in the ring. We talked last week about the home run tournament, those finals, them being involved in that matchup. One that kind of has slipped under the radar is, I believe, the first night we were here at the warehouse. These two fought to a double countout.
Yeah, it opened us up.
And again, in a draw scenario, again, Reese Hayes would keep the hybrid heavyweight championship.
The big MV is coming in double chained for this evening. But it is true, as Reese Hayes says, more wins than losses against his coach. Twisting that arm. Oh! Almost like leapfrogging him. Planted down as MV. Second suplex.
Back-to-back back suplexes from the champion.
Oh. Evie Young obviously saw what was coming there. There we go, a suplex of his own of the German variety. Guess if MV does, it's more of like a Polish suplex.
How about a German suplex in Pittsburgh to try to win a Canadian title? Nothing like wrestling when you think about it.
Well, I just saw a pierogi win a Royal Rumble this past week, and anything is possible with 880 Wrestling, and enjoy. Big cannonball by the KOP. Oh, looking for that big sit-at. Plant him on his head. Look at that angle, shoulders are down. Big amateur wrestler Reese Hayes was using MV's weight to even pressure his own shoulders down.
Much has been talked about, obviously, about Reese returning on Friday.
Yeah.
The surprise title win. What do you make of some of the comments that he had at the end of that matchup, though?
What do you think I had about the comments? I mean, Reese Hayes, cocky, smug as ever. I mean, he's got one of the worst personalities in the locker room. I mean, he may be my boss. In fact, my two bosses are in the ring right now, but the open challenge was his only way to gold at hybrid. He hadn't wrestled a hybrid match prior to that. So it's a surprise to the whole company when he's going the distance hit. Uh-oh, electric chair position. Sit at, powerbomb, cover, 2 and 3. Oh, 2 count. 2 count. Perfectly executed, and as we see on the replay by Sidekick Media Services, slammed down, and you could see the back of Reese's head slamming off the canvas, almost like a whiplash reaction.
That's the type of move that will really shift the momentum here in favor of MV Young.
Oh. Slap across the face. Oh my God.
Nothing respectful about those, but they are effective.
Well, that same hand that amateur wrestler Reese Hayes fakely offered, he just slapped MV in the face with it. There's that Tiger Fate kick he calls the 4-1-2. Because 4-1-2 is obviously the area codes of Canada. But wait a sec. The challengers got him up. Oh, planted down on his head. Cover here. 2 and eesh. So close to Canada is the king of Pittsburgh. Sure, Will Porter looking on tonight. Man, how do you feel if you're Will right now? You don't even know what champion is crossing the border.
Pretty crazy, and to that end, what about Shane Saber? Who do you think Shane Saber might want to face on Saturday?
Neither of these individuals. Looking for that plunge again. Shifting his weight is Reese Hayes, able to land on the apron. Climbing to the top rope. Oh, big blockbuster. The challenger's down, 2 and millimeters away from Reese Hayes, going to Canada.
Look at Reese just staying on MV there. Did not get the fall, but immediately locking in a leg submission here.
Yeah, Reese Hayes has always known how to pick apart a body, and that's going to slow the pace down for the challenger. Oh, he's going to try to bring him down. Oh, there we go. Wait, shoulders are trapped. Paul, I was going to say shoulders were trapped down. If anybody knows how to flash it up, it's Reese Hayes, but a big lariat there. And there's the plunge. Cover, 2. Oh. My goodness.
He's finished off so many opponents with that Pittsburgh plunge, but
including Reese
on numerous occasions. I imagine that's how he did it on Sunday. I wasn't there, but you have a field report from that match.
Yeah, it was pouring down rain, and Jalapeno Hannah was hanging out. But no pierogies tonight. Sleeper hold applied by Young. You can hear Hayes gasping for air, attempting to manipulate his fingers between Michael's huge arm and his own neck so he could breathe a little better. Oh. I guess this evening we could call those also Canadian suplexes. Got a couple in the bag so far. Oh, drop down. Oh, almost took his head off. Oh my goodness. The Phantom's Revenge is open. And we're back, baby. And new.
Here is your winner. And new hybrid heavyweight champion, MV Young.
Well, Paul, in 2 short days as we see that Phantom's Revenge version of the Pittsburgh plunge on Reese Hayes. This Saturday, Effie in the middle of nowhere. Shane Saber will be challenging the hybrid heavyweight champion, and that again is MV Young.
Fantastic matchup here between 2 stalwarts of 880 wrestling, but it is MV Young once again, the hybrid heavyweight champion. And what's next for the man who just declared himself the King of Canada? Last week we said everyone deserves respect, and he will show it here as well.
Those 2 individuals had 3 matches in a week, 2-1 in the series. From the professional Paul Michaels, any final words on the new hybrid champion?
Congratulations to MV Young, and we'll see MV again versus Shane Saber this Saturday at Effie's in the middle of nowhere for hybrid championship wrestling. I'm going to Canada, Toddy.
Yeah, I'll see you there. Congratulations for everybody who watched. I'm Toddy Tondera.
All right,
Get
ladies and
roached.
gentlemen, we got 3 more matches to come your way.